I think we'll just leave the rest to just auto join on the Zoom, and we can just officially start this event. So I'll hand it over to Rachel, who is the founder of Karma Marketing.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Nina. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here this morning. We are Karma Marketing, and part of our initiative is that we offer wellness experiences for our community. And today, what you're about to experience is called Karma Rituals, where we work with wellness-related partners, such as the Good Space, to provide you with experiences that are meant to improve your well-being. So take it easy, and we're in good hands. The Good Space is basically a female-led movement studio by Isabel and Nina. They're based in Cebu, and they're joining us here today online to basically facilitate a breathwork, yoga, and meditation session. If you're a first-timer, don't worry, because they will guide you through the session, and all you need to do is just tune in and yeah, let us know if you have any questions. So I'm going to pass it over now back to Nina, and I'll see you guys after practice. Thanks, Nina.
Thanks, Rach. So just to formally introduce ourselves too. So as Rachel said, we are the Good Space. So we brought this passion project of ours, Isa and I, to life during the pandemic, because yoga and also mindful practices in general really helped us through the pandemic to just go through it and also just stay aware of how we're feeling, and overall it just improved our overall health and our well-being. So we really want to cultivate that kind of lifestyle where we balance out finding the good space, finding our center through life's up and downs, and also just in betweens in general. So Isa will be walking us through the agenda of today's practice, especially for those who are beginners. If there are any first timers, don't worry. Welcome to the club. We'll just walk you through the agenda so you guys have more or less a sense of direction of where we're going.
Yeah, thanks, Nina. So yeah, welcome and thank you for having us. So just quick introduction, I guess, before we go into the flow. That was Nina, and then I'm Isa. So Nina's all the way in Cebu, and I'm based in Manila. And yeah, we've been connecting with each other, even if it's far away. And we have Zoom here to flow together, move together. So just something to expect for the practice today. For the total of the time we'll spend practicing, it's about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So that is broken down into meditation, a little bit of breath work, and then we go into a vinyasa flow just to wake ourselves up in the morning. If it's your first time and you feel comfortable, you can raise your hand. And then if not, then you should be fine to go throughout the practice. I'd suggest that you take some time to kind of set yourself up for the practice you have today. So for me, I have some blocks. I have a nice meditation cushion or any pillow that I can sit on just to elevate my hips a little bit so I can be a little more comfortable as we sit for quite a few minutes. And yeah, I also have a candle lit. So make your space a good space. You can take your time to do that. I'll give you maybe a minute or two. And if you're ready, you can just come on your mat, take a seat, any seat you feel comfortable to sit and meditate and breathe in. Yeah, you can go ahead and do so. We don't need any props, but they're always nice to have. You can have them nearby. I have a puppy nearby also. I see one. Okay, great. And then I will turn it over to Nina. We can begin the practice. If you want music, you can click on the playlist as well.
Officially starting our practice, we'll start off with our meditation. So I'm pretty sure everyone agrees that it's about time. It's Saturday, it's the end of the weekend, and it's really time to unwind from a busy week, but most importantly, a busy mind. And a part of unwinding is really understanding the balance of knowing when it's time to give yourself to work and also knowing when it's time to really find moments for yourself. And understanding that kind of balance really stems from an act of self love and also an act of kindness to know what is best for us and also to act upon it, which is why we'll start this meditation called Metta. So, Metta is one of the virtues of Buddhism, one of the immeasurables that translates into benevolence, kindness, or loving kindness. So, as we begin, come onto your comfortable seat. You can have your right ankle on top of your left ankle over right, whichever makes you feel good. And just start to find maybe a straight back, straight spine, not too rigid, not too forced. Rest the hands on top of the knees. You can have the palms facing up if you feel like receiving things, or facing down for a little bit of grounding. Start to close the eyes here and find your inhales and exhales. No specific pace just yet. Start to notice the sensation as you inhale, feel the breath in, chest, all the way down to the diaphragm. And on your exhale, release diaphragm to chest, all the way out to the mouth. Continue to find your own rhythm and your own breath. The Metta meditation is really a practice of the heart. So as we release the mind, try to tune in to things within. As we delve into a practice of visualization as well. All together, inhale. And exhale, release. Start to check in with yourself, relaxing the shoulders, chin parallel to the chest, or chin parallel to the mat so you're not looking too up or too down. And take your breath. Take this moment to release any expectation, any responsibilities of the day or maybe throughout the week. Start to notice surroundings through your senses. Using the ears, notice the sounds that come in, that go. Through the nose, notice the breath that comes in, and notice the breath as it releases. Tune into your skin. Notice the feet, the skin touching the mat. Notice the skin that's wrapped around your clothes. Maybe notice the skin around your face. As we tune in more to the physical sensations, try to see if you can move deep into the heart, focusing on the heart, focusing on the chest area. Start to notice how the breath goes in and out through the heart. Maybe the beating of your heart, is it fast or is it slow? And as you think about the heart, you might start to think about a memory or a person. Whatever or whoever it is, just welcome it. We're not criticizing, we're not reacting to it. Just starting to be aware. In the space of your heart, begin to visualize an image of yourself. It could be an image of yourself when you've looked at yourself in the mirror today, or preferably, try to envision yourself back when you were a child. Get a sense of who you were, how you looked like. And as we keep this visualization in our head, we start to repeat these phrases. As I say these phrases, you're more than welcome to repeat it inside your head Feel free to also verbalize it out loud. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be free from negativity or suffering. May I live my life with ease. Slowly start to repeat those phrases one more time as you continue to visualize yourself as a child. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be free from negativity or suffering. And lastly, may I live with ease. Tune back into your breath, full inhales and exhales. Now slowly start to bring your attention back to your heart and begin to visualize someone that you truly care or someone that you truly love. It could be your significant other, it could be family, or it could be your deepest and closest friend. Once you get a hold of that person, try to feel their presence right here, right now. You may start to notice a difference in the sensation of how your heart feels. Maybe it starts to grow a little bit warm. Maybe it starts to soften as you think about them. From the space of your own heart, offer the same wishes, the same statements that you just said a while ago. All together, visualize the person that you love and repeat these phrases. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free from negativity or suffering. May you live your life with ease. Keeping that visualization of your person, repeat those statements one more time. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free from negativity or suffering. And may you live your life with ease. Just like the child version of yourself, the person you love, or even the person that you are today, is more than right and valid to wish for the happiest, safest, healthiest, and easiest life. Maybe for yourself and maybe towards them. Slowly let go of that visualization as we tune into another. This time, visualize a person you don't have feelings for. This could be a friend that you were never close to, a workmate, maybe someone you just met. Try to feel their presence and get a sense of who this person might be. From your heart to theirs, we offer the same wishes. You may repeat with me. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free from negativity or suffering. May you live your life with ease. Continue to visualize this person, though you may not know her or him too deep. Repeat these phrases to grow an even more welcoming warmth and openness in your heart. This time, allow your heart to open or start to visualize someone who has been difficult in your life. Maybe it's a friend who's drifted apart, someone you thought of as toxic, or someone who you see as upsetting. To the best of your capacity, I want you to visualize your heart right beside theirs. And though it may be difficult now, try to repeat these phrases and offer the same wishes as we did to our previous visualization. Repeat after me. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free from negativity or suffering. May you live your life with ease. Slowly take hold of these sensations, all of the visualizations built, and start to notice the feeling of your body, a growing feeling of metta, loving kindness. Slowly bring your right hand on top of the chest or in front of the heart. Notice the warmth and openness that you feel, and quickly drop into a place of unconditional love. No matter who may it be yourself, the person you love, a person you've never met, or a person that you've seen as difficult, know that loving kindness is unconditional to whoever and whatever. For our last visualization, try to imagine all your loved ones, all your friends, your family, maybe your pets, your teachers, people that you met along the way that inspired you, maybe the people who are no longer here, people who you're about to meet. And as we have our hand on the heart for one last time, we repeat all together. For everyone in all things and in all times, may you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be free from negativity or suffering. And lastly, may you live your life with ease. Bring your attention back to the heart. This time, bring your left hand to meet your right, press them together in front of the heart. Take a few deep breaths here in your own pace and in your own time. Start to cultivate the warmth, the openness found in your heart. Loving others and the world around you starts here. Constantly remind yourself that all beings, whoever and in whatever shape, should always be held and treated with loving kindness. Embrace the new warmth. Embrace the new openness that is found within the mind and your heart. Let this practice be an invitation for you. A reminder to always look for ways that we can be kind, loving, and friendly towards others, but most importantly, towards ourselves. Take a deep breath into the belly. Inhale. Breath goes from the mouth, chest, all the way down to the diaphragm. On your exhale, diaphragm, chest, all the way out to the mouth. Let something go. Slowly start to blink the eyes open. Welcome, everyone. We'll officially continue the practice with a little bit of guided breath work. So return the hands back on top of the knees. You can have your eyes open or you can keep your eyes closed. So on your inhale, I want you to hold your breath for 5 counts. So wherever you are, back to comfortable seat. Fill the breath in, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release, keeping the mouth closed. Your air releases out through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One last round. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, last release. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. For those who have their eyes closed, you're more than welcome to keep it closed here, or you can open out your eyes as we follow through the practice through a movement flow sequenced by Isa.
Alright. Okay, just stay right here. Start to blink the eyes open or keep them closed. And just to reintegrate into the body, invite everyone to place their hands together on top of the heart. Come into your prayer hands for your Anjali Mudra. Take a breath in and out through the nose. We'll start this next practice on the mat with an Om. So you can join me if you like. You can just listen to the vibration. One breath in. Om. Allow the vibration to stay in your body. Start to notice it. As we pick ourselves off from the seat, just take this feeling with you and slowly blink the eyes open. If you're sitting on a cushion like I am, you can slowly move that aside. Okay? And then start to set up for the mat here. If you have blocks, just have them nearby. Anything else you might need. And slowly we're gonna make our way into a child's pose. Okay? So knees out wide, your mat. Hips towards your heels. Take your time to get there. And then walk the hands forward out in front of you. Okay? Begin to feel your weight drop down a little closer down to the mat. So hips dropping towards the heels, maybe chest lowers down, fingertips all the way to the top of the mat. You can rest the forehead down and keep it lifted, your choice. Just take 2 breaths here. And slowly you're gonna walk your hands all the way to the right side of the mat. Okay, so right hand stretches all the way to the right side, even past the mat. Then stack your left hand on top of it if you can. And feel a nice stretch on the left side of your body. You want a little more? Pull that left hip back. Imagine someone's pulling that left hip back. Give yourself a nice stretch. Exhale as you deepen. Walk your way to center. And go ahead and take the other side. So this time, left hand plants and right hand stacks on top of it. Pull the right hip back, side body stretch. Good. Hands back to center once again. This time you're gonna prop yourself up, come into a tabletop position. So if your knees are a little wider from that child's pose, you can keep it there, no problem. Okay, next, inhale, reach the right arm up into the sky, stretch up. Big, big stretch, inhale as you lift. And then exhale, thread the right fingertips underneath the left armpit. Okay, go all the way down, right shoulder comes down to the mat, right ear down as well. If you want to, you can reach that left hand a little bit more forward and then start to twist your body all the way to the left side of the room. Deep breaths here. Left hand plants back in front of the face. And then use that to push yourself all the way back up, reaching the right fingertips up into the sky. Big stretch, right where we came from. And then right hand down, other side. Left arm up into the sky. Inhale, reach those fingertips maybe a little bit higher. And then go ahead and thread it through. This time, left hand underneath right armpit, shoulder, ear to the mat. And if you want to, you can reach those right fingertips forward. Twist the chest a little bit more to the right. Maybe take a peek underneath the right armpit. And stay. Right hand towards your face. And then prop yourself up. Take yourself all the way back. Left arm reaches up into the sky. Nice morning stretches. Nothing too crazy. Both hands come down. If you want to adjust your knees, just pull them underneath your hips. Come into your normal tabletop position. Okay. From here, you can start to sway your hips just side to side. We were sitting down for quite a while. So nice to just take your time to slowly integrate into the body. And then we'll meet in the center at neutral. So hands right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. On your inhale, you're gonna pull the chest through the arms, lift the heart, look forward. Exhaling round through, tuck the chin, round the back. Inhale, cow pose. Start to flick the tailbone up into the sky. And exhale, round and cat pose. Another one like that. Inhale. And exhale. Good. This time, as you inhale to cow pose, stay here for a little bit. Start to roll the shoulders back. Lift the pelvis a little higher. And then as you exhale, you're gonna bring your hips towards your heels, child's pose. Okay, start to bring a little more fluidity in your movement. Go at your own pace. Imagine like you're gonna hit every part of your spine, just slowly waking it up. And if you want to, you can even include side to side movements, almost like making like barrel rolls with your spine. Left to right, right to left. Okay, don't worry if you look a little silly. Feels great. Good. We meet back at tabletop. Then you're slowly gonna tuck your toes, lift your hips up, coming into your downward facing dog. Okay, so first downward dog of this practice, maybe even of the day. Your legs, your hamstrings feel a little stiff like mine do. Just pedal your legs out a bit. And then I'm gonna invite everyone to keep a little tiny bend in their down dogs or practice today. So bend the knees a little bit, flick the tailbone up into the sky, and then feel your chest pull down as your shoulders and your biceps squeeze through the ears. Nice long arms, nice long spine. On your next breath, you're gonna inhale to lift the right foot up into the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee. Okay, so you're gonna take your right heel towards your bum and then lift that knee up. Try to point it up into the ceiling. Open your hip, maybe even take a peek underneath the right armpit. Good. From here, start to make circles with that knee. So whatever direction you want to go, just try to open out the hip, listen to your body, see what it needs. And then slowly lower the right foot down, back to your downward facing dog. Okay, from here, left foot lifts up into the sky, three-legged dog once again. Bend into that left knee, and then open it up into the ceiling, opening that hip. Make big circles with that knee, whatever you need to do. And return right back to downward facing dog. Right foot comes up into the sky, stretch it long. This time, take the right toes towards the right thumb. Okay, just plant it down in between your hands. You're gonna come into this lunge pose. Right? If you have blocks, you can grab them. I love them, so I'm gonna use them. Then slowly, we're just gonna start to wake up the hips. We'll move forward and back. Let's feel the sensations here. And then when you're ready, stay and pause. Start to drop the pelvis a little bit lower. Bend a little deeper into that front knee. And begin to lift the heart. Nice long spine still. Good. Exhale, you're gonna begin to straighten that front leg into a modified pyramid. Okay, you're just gonna try to straighten it, but if it doesn't, like mine, don't worry. I just want you to feel a nice stretch, pulling that right hip back. Good. Place the hands down and step it back right into your downward facing dog. Good. Other side. Inhale, left foot up. Step the left toes by the left thumb. Come into your runner's lunge. And again, just move forward and back. You can even move side to side. Your practice, your body. Once you're nice and warmed up here, begin to sink the hips down a little bit lower, just a little bit lower, so you start to feel a nice big stretch. And then pull that front leg to straight, or almost straight. So imagine someone is pulling that left hip back into its socket, starting to straighten it out, modified pyramid. Good. Feet back together, downward facing dog. Right. Drop the knees down to the mat. This time, tuck your toes underneath you. So all 10 of those toes. If you need help to flick the pinky toe under, go ahead. And then nice and slow, you're gonna walk your hands a little bit closer to your knees. Okay, hips are gonna start to sit down on top of the heels. And stay if this is already quite a big stretch. Hands can stay in front of you, maybe tented up on your fingertips, or you can come all the way up into a seat. Okay, if your hands are still on the mat, please stay there. And if you're seated upright, I want you to clasp all 10 fingers together. Palms come on top of the heart. Inhale, inflate your palms with air. Exhale, push the palms away, round through the spine, chin to chest. Reach the palms up into the sky, maybe gaze up. And then exhale, round in. Inhale up. Exhale, round in. Inhale, lift up. And round in. For this last one, inhale, you're gonna lift the palms up into the sky. Take a gaze up at your fingertips. And then exhale, just slowly start to release those fingertips. Bend the elbows, cactus the arms, lift the chest up into the sky. Hands come down in front of you, right back into your tabletop. You can tap the tops of your toes down. That was quite a stretch. And then back to your seat. Okay. Swing the legs out in front of you. And sole of the feet down on the mat. Okay. So from here, we're gonna come into a boat pose. But if you can make the boat pose kind of a chiller boat pose, and I invite you to do so. So hands at the back of the thighs or out in front of you, whatever you want. And then slowly start to lean your back a little further, rolling the shoulders back, maintaining a nice long spine. Okay, start to feel that balance start in your sit bones. And if you can, come up on your tippy toes. Maybe even reach the toes up so shins are parallel to your mat. Okay, keep lifting the heart towards the knees. Take a breath in to stay. Exhale, feet are gonna come back down on the mat. Hands are gonna frame your hips. And then you're just gonna sit your bum up. Okay, sit the bum up and sit back down. Back into your boat pose. So lift the shins. Arms are forward or hugging the thighs. Sit and breathe. And then drop the feet down close to the hips. Place the hands down to frame the hips. And then sit the hips up. Good. Hips come down. Back to boat pose. Stay and breathe. Keep lifting the heart. Don't lose that spine. And then feet come down. Lift the bum. There you go. One more. Boat pose. And then feet down. Bum up. Maybe hug yourself in. Maybe forehead touches the knees. Stay here. And release. Good. Swing the legs back behind you. Come into your downward facing dog. Look forward in front of you towards the top of the mat. You're going to take 5 steps to the top. Your feet are going to land somewhere in between your thumbs. Okay, so however you want to get there, take your time, or maybe take one big hop, up to you. And then stay for a second in your forward fold. Thighs are going to be close to the belly. You can keep a big bend like I am. And just allow yourself to slowly come up to the mat. Next breath in, you're going to lift up halfway. So fingertips can be on top of your shins or the mat, your choice. Collarbones forward, spine nice and long. Place the hands down to frame your feet. Step it back. We're coming into a plank pose. Okay, so lower the hips down, take a gaze forward, and then as you exhale, you're gonna lower your body down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Keep the palms by the low ribs, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, baby cobra. Exhale, send the hips towards the heels, lift them up, downward facing dog. Look forward to the top of the mat, step or hop. Forward fold. Lift up halfway, hands on shins. And then reach all the way up on your next inhale. Arms up into the sky. Good. Hands down by your sides. Take one breath here. Round 2. Inhale, reach the arms up long. Good morning stretch. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, let the head hang heavy. Lift up halfway, hands on shins or on the mat. Then place the hands down, step it back, plank pose. Breath in. Exhale, lower down. All the way. Inhale, this time we're coming into locust pose. So reach the arms back behind you. Thighs lift off the mat. And stay for 2 and 1. Hands down by your sides. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to step or hop. Feet land in between the thumbs. Forward fold. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands down. Lower yourself down to the mat. Lift up into your baby cobra or your locust. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, step or hop. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Reach the arms up into the sky. Big stretch. And arms out to the side. One breath here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Hands to the mat. Exhale. Breath in. And then lower down all the way. Breath out. Lift up into cobra or locust. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Step forward to the top of the mat. Hands on shins. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Arms come up. Breath in. Building heat in the body. Starting to wake yourself up. One more. Inhale. Arms up into the sky. Exhale. Fold. Belly to thigh. Let the head hang. Lift up halfway. Breath in. Hands down to the mat. Breath out. Plank pose. Breath in. Lower down. Exhale. Lift the chest. Inhale. And then tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Look forward. Step forward. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Fold down. Exhale. Arms come up into the sky. Big breath in. And then exhale, hands to heart this time. Close the eyes. Take a moment. Start to feel a difference in your body. A little bit more heat. Maybe a little bit more awake. And then open the eyes out. Hands out to the side. Okay. From here, we're coming into chair pose. So sit the hips low back behind you. You can keep the hands together at the heart, or you can lift them up into the sky, biceps grazing the ears. Sit yourself down. Every exhale, you're going to try to sit a little bit lower. And lift the heart at every inhale. Breathe in. And then breathe out, forward fold once again. Let the head hang heavy. Lift up halfway, inhale. As you exhale, frame your front feet, step it back. Plank pose. Breath in. Breath out, lower down all the way or come to your chaturanga, whatever you have in your practice. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up, upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Step the right toes forward by the right thumb. We're coming into warrior one. Okay, so plant that back heel down and slowly start to lift yourself up, arms up. Good. For this practice today, we're not going to focus so much on alignment. I just want you to be present, see what it's like, how your body is today. Be kind to yourself. It's just another seat for where you can breathe. Just shaped a little differently. Hands frame the front foot. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Breath into plank pose. Exhale, lower your body down or chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, cobra or up dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward by the left thumb. Drop the back heel, lift up, warrior one. So hips are pointed slightly outwards, arms up into the sky. And just stay and breathe for a moment. Hands down to the earth. Frame the front foot. Step it back. Plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga or lower down. Breath in, lift the heart. Tuck the toes, hips up, downward facing dog. Good. Look forward in between the thumbs. As you breathe in, you're gonna step forward and then come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Keep the hips low, keep the knees bent, and slowly lift the arms up. Right back into your chair pose. Lift the shoulders a little bit higher to frame the ears. We're only here for 3, 2, and 1. Hands to heart. Straighten out the legs, come to standing. Good. Take another round of that. A little bit different. The holds won't be so long. Remember, be kind to yourself. See what you need this morning. You can adjust as you need to. Inhale. Exhale, sit the hips low. This time, instead of taking the arms up all the way to the ears, you can bring the hands and the palms down closer to the heart. See how that changes the feeling? Maybe it makes it a little bit easier for you. Maybe see your response to it. Do you like it that it's easier? Or do you have a tendency to choose the challenge? Place the hands down, forward fold. Lift up halfway, inhale. Hands come down, step it back, vinyasa. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, lower down or chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, inhale. Toes come back, hips up, downward facing dog. Right toes to right thumb. Come up, warrior one. So same thing. Do you want to keep the arms uplifted? Or do you want to pull the hands a little closer to the chest? Hands in prayer. 2 breaths. Frame the front foot, step it back, vinyasa. Inhale to plank pose, exhale, lower down or chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot up. Step the left toes to the left thumb. Drop the back heel, come up, warrior one. Okay, so same thing. You can keep the arms up, and you can keep them closer to the heart. Your choice. Nothing too fancy here. Just breathe through it. Frame the front foot, step it back. Vinyasa. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, lower down or chaturanga. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Inhale. And tuck the toes, lift the hips up. Downward facing dog. Look forward at the top of your mat. Step forward and then lift up halfway. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Reach the arms up. Sit low, chair pose. Okay, so you have that option, arms up or hands to the chest. Choose your preference. Stay and breathe. Just for 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs, come up to standing. And take 2 breaths here. This time you can close the eyes down and check in with yourself. You feel a little bit warmer. You feel a little bit more awake. Is your heart beating a little bit faster? And then slowly blink the eyes open. Okay, so wiggle out the legs a little bit. We're gonna come into a standing series. So whatever you need to prepare for that, I'm just gonna face the camera this way, but no need for you to move around or adjust. Okay. Right. So look down at your feet. Just look down at your toes. And then begin to lift all 10 toes up. So flick the toes up towards your face. And then you'll begin to feel your arches start to lift. The arches of your feet are super awake. Take that energy up from the shins, the knees, the thighs, even the glutes squeezing in. That's how strong your legs are in these standing poses. Slowly release the toes down. Keep the legs, keep that strength. Okay. From here, hands to heart. Slowly start to lean the weight onto the left foot and then pick up the right toes. Okay, we're going for a tree pose here. So without using your arm to kind of place the foot, see where your foot lands. Okay, so if it's on the inner thigh, if it's on the shin, or if it's on the lower ankle, up to you. Wherever you are, I just want you to squeeze the glutes together so you avoid kind of this hip pointing out situation. Squeeze it all in. Nice strong tree pose. 2 breaths. And release. Right foot down, next to the left. Yeah. Come on over to the other side. So slowly lean the weight onto the right foot. Keep that leg super strong and begin to lift the left toes. Plant the foot where it can land, not by using your hand to place it there. And if you have it on your inner thigh or your shin, feels a little squishy, I want you to wake up that leg, engage all of those muscles to keep you standing nice and tall. Stay and breathe. And left foot down to meet the right. Good. Shake out the legs if you need to. We'll go to the second part. Okay. So more weight on the left foot this time. Right knee comes up. This time you're gonna grab the knee, both hands interlaced in front of it. Stay here. Okay, so avoid kind of bending through that standing knee, leaning your back all the way. Try to straighten out that leg. Nice tall posture. The knee doesn't have to be too high. From here, you're gonna keep your left hand on the knee. You're gonna start to reach the right arm back behind you. Keep reaching the right fingertips back. And if you want that extra challenge, you can even gaze back those fingertips. Stay and hold. And back to center. Okay, this time keep the right hand on the knee, open it out to the side. Stay here and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Both feet down. Good. Shake out the legs, maybe walk around the mat a little bit. Now when you're ready, take your back. Okay. More weight onto that right foot. Lift the left knee up. Interlace all 10 fingers on top of that knee. And just find your balance. Stand nice and tall. Remember, if you start to fall out of it, just be kind to yourself. It's a silly looking pose. Give yourself time to just laugh if you fall out of it. It's happened to me many times. Okay, keep the right hand on the knee. Begin to twist. Reach the left fingertips back behind you. And maybe, if you want to, start to gaze at your left fingertips. Oops. Wobbling out of it, that's okay. And back to center. Both hands on the knees. This time, keep the hand on your left, keep the left hand on the left knee and start to open that hip out to the left side. You got this. Last hold here just for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake out your legs. Take a little break. And I'll meet you at the top of your mat. I'm going to take a forward fold. Okay, exhale, fold down. If you have blocks, this is a really nice place to have them. You don't have to straighten out the legs so early out in the morning. So keep them bent, belly towards the thigh. Just let your head hang heavy. Round yourself back down. And then lift up halfway. Lift the heart. Just 3 more like that. Exhale, round in, bend the knee. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to bend. Inhale to lift. Last one, exhale to bend. Inhale to lift. Good. Okay, this time, you're gonna walk your feet out really wide. So heel toe your feet wide. Heels are gonna be in, toes slightly out. Now I want you to sit your hips low. We're coming into a low squat, Malasana. If you want to, you can sit on a block. Okay, or you can stay uplifted. From here, instead of rounding in, shrugging the shoulders down, I want you to roll the shoulders back behind you, lift the heart, and use your thumbs as kind of your assist to see if you can get those thumbs in between the chest to lift the heart taller. Take a breath here. Exhale to stay. Okay. It's a nice Saturday morning. If you want to, you can take a little playtime. You can take crow pose. You can stay like me. I'm just going to stay seated. You have a few seconds here. You can even drop the bum down if you need to. Good. Nice one, Nina. We're all going to meet back in our little seat. Nice work. Okay. Hands come down. Just lift the hips up. Forward fold. Good. Place the hands down on the mat. Step the feet back. Downward facing dog. Slowly drop the knees down. Take a seat on top of the heels. Good. Catch your breath for a few seconds. And roll the shoulders back. Knuckles come behind you. You're going to interlace all 10 fingers. So interlace 10 fingers and then pull the knuckles down to the mat. Lift the heart. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to bend the elbows. That grip is going to come into your right hip. Okay? So however it looks for your body, just stay there. And then take your chin towards your chest, right ear to right shoulder. Slowly take that right ear to the right shoulder. You'll feel such a nice stretch behind the neck, the upper traps. You can stay static here, or you can move around. Okay, so move the chin around and you'll start to feel that stretch move around in different places. And you can stay where you want to stay, or just keep moving through it. Be gentle with yourself. No need for any big stretches. Back to center. Fingertips come back behind you. Lift the heart. And then bend the elbows. This clasp is going to make its way to the left hip this time. Chin towards the chest. Take the left ear towards the left shoulder. Nice stretch along the side. And same thing, you can move around or you can stay still. I invite you to even close the eyes down as we come into the cooling down side of this practice. And release. Fingertips are going to come back behind you. So tent the fingertips behind the toes. As you inhale, you're going to squeeze the glutes up, lift the heart up, stretch out the front of the thighs. And slowly lower down. Good. Swing your legs out in front of you. Soles of the feet on the mat. And we'll just take a couple of windshield wipers here. So just move the knees to the right, and the left. And when you're ready, those feet are gonna plant down. You're gonna roll yourself down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. Okay, good. Okay. Take the heels slightly closer towards the bum. Just slightly closer, don't need to go too close. We're gonna go for a couple of bridge poses and one wheel pose if you've done it before. Okay, so we have Nina here to demo. I will come watch. So soles of the feet are down. Place the hands by the hips, palms facing down. Palms down. Good. And then as you exhale, you're going to squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up. That's all. Good. Imagine that you're going to pull those shins a little closer into the collarbones. And then exhale, release. One more like that. Inhale, lift the bum up. Squeeze the glutes, pull the shins back. Breathe through it. If you want to, you can interlace all 10 fingers underneath you, rolling the shoulders back underneath the collarbones, almost like you're making a shelf for yourself. And then slowly release, lower down to the mat. Okay, we have one more like that. You can do exactly as you just did, interlacing the fingers behind your back, or you can come all the way up into a wheel pose. I'll cue Nina here, I'll demo. Okay. So if you're coming into your bridge pose, you can start to go and do that now. So just lift your hips up. And if you're coming into your wheel, place the thumbs by the ears, fingertips pointing towards the shoulders. Keep the elbows hugging in, and then as you exhale, power up through the legs, push up. Good. If this is your first time, maybe take the bridge. If you've done the wheel before, you're always welcome to stay. So you arrive in your wheel, I want you to think about opening the heart. So open the heart, pull the chest forward into the wall in front of your face. So pull the chest forward and take a breath in. Inhabit the heart. And then exhale, slowly release back down just as you came in. Beautiful. Knock the knees together, feet are wide. Take a breath. So we had all the time to do the difficult things, the chair poses, or even all these hard things in the week. Now I want you to tune in to being soft, going easy, and taking time to be kind to yourself. As simple as it sounds, it's a little harder these days. And all week, you're doing so many things, always faced with challenges. So in a way, can you make it a challenge to be soft, to go easy, and to be kind to yourself? Just tune into that for a second. And snuggle the feet a little bit closer together, somewhere in front of the hips, soles of the feet down. Now start to lift the right leg up into the sky. Stretch it out long and just rotate the heel, the ankle. Good. And start to bend into that right knee. Keep the toes nice and flexed. Want you to open out that hip into a figure four. Okay, so you're laying the right ankle on top of your left knee. Okay, open out that hip. So imagine you really want to open out that hip. Take that knee towards the bottom of the mat. You feel a nice stretch on the outside of your head. Okay, you can stay here, or if you want a little bit more sensation, you're gonna slowly walk your left toes towards the bum. Maybe even catch a hold of the shin or the thigh. Just breathe through the sensation. And slowly take the arms out into a big T shape. Start to take the right foot all the way to the left side, like you're taking a big twist. Keep the knee lifted. If you want to, you can stretch out that outer hip a little bit more. Take your left palm, place it in the inseam of your hip and thigh, and just gently push away. Depending on where you place that palm, you feel different sensations. For me, I really feel it on my outer right hip. All the way back to center. Set the right foot down beside the left. Okay. Other side. Inhale, lift the left foot up into the sky. And just rotate the ankle. Okay, keep the left ankle flex. You're gonna stack that on top of the right knee. And then open out through the left hip, coming into your pigeon. Figure four with the legs. Again, you can stay here and keep opening out through that left hip, or you can hug the right shin closer, maybe even give it a little hug. And stay. Arms in a T. And take a twist. So land that left foot all the way on the right side. And take this gentle twist. Again, you want to intensify that stretch a little bit. You can take your right hand, slip it into the seam where your hip and thigh meet, and just gently push away. Keep the gaze towards the left fingertips. And release. Come all the way back to center, just how you came in. And both feet down on the mat. This time, I want you to pull the knees on top of the chest. And then if you can, you're gonna catch the outside of the soles of your feet. Okay, that's option one. Option two, you're gonna take your peace fingers and grab the big toes with your peace fingers and your thumb and grab a hold of them that way. As you exhale, you're gonna open out the thighs, open out the legs, and knees are gonna drive down towards your armpits, opening your legs up, happy baby pose. If you want to, you can rock side to side, give yourself a little back massage. Maybe try straightening out one leg and then the other. And then hug those knees back at the center. Keep your grip where it is at, whether that's the outside of your feet or at the big toes. Keep it there. We're gonna come into plow pose. If you've never done that before, just stay here. Hold on to your feet, maybe move side to side and give yourself a back massage. If you'd like to come into plow, just send the toes back behind you. Most of the weight is going to be on your upper back, all of the weight on your upper back. nowhere near the neck. And just give yourself a little bit of a release here. Stay and breathe. Really nice and slow. Start to roll the lower back down to the mat. Hug the knees into the chest. Hug. Give yourself one big hug. Take a breath in. One more breath in. And exhale. Sigh it all out. Legs are wide. Arms are out wide. We have our final pose for today. Shavasana. Few breaths here. With your breath, I want you to start to release any tension you might still have. Maybe the place in between your eyebrows, your cheeks, the chin, the jaw, maybe even your tongue. Release the shoulders down, belly, hips, knees, ankles, and even the toes. Embrace the feeling of dropping down, but at the same time floating off the mat. Stay in this pose for a few more breaths. I'll let you know when it's time to come up. Slowly, you're going to start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Take a big inhale to slowly wake yourself up. And bend the knees. Roll over onto one side of the mat. You can keep your eyes closed. Gently prop yourself up into a seat. Just how we started this session today. Take your hands at your heart. Anjali Mudra. Take a breath in together. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Take a moment to see how your body feels, how the breath feels, and how the mind feels. And close the practice with an Om. Inhale. Bow your chin towards the chest. Find gratitude for yourself, for your body, for your mind, your breath, making your way onto the mat this morning. We are very, very grateful to spend this time with you, for giving us the opportunity to share this practice that we love with all of you here today. Thank you so much for practicing with us. Again, we are the girls of the good space. My name is Isa. My partner here is Nina. And I wish you all a very great weekend ahead of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Before we end this practice, would it be possible for people to turn on their screen so we could take a screenshot just to commemorate our first wellness event at Karma Marketing? But if you guys are shy, that's okay. Awesome. Hey, guys. Thank you so much. I will just be taking a screenshot here. So go ahead. You guys can just smile, do a peace sign, whatever makes you feel good. So in 3, 2, 1, smile.